Hello, we're live, and I'm just looking at the highlights actually of the Sri Lankan innings, and Alzari Joseph bowled some peaches, didn't he, at the start? Which is good. They got a couple of wickets in the first 10, which was helpful. In fact, they got three because Akila Sane picked up one as well. Really good stuff, I think. Holder and Joseph opened. Holder was actually quite expensive. He went for 7.33 and over. But Alzari Joseph bowled really well. I said he's been a standout ODI bowler for West Indies and one of the standout ODI bowlers in the world for the last year or so. Yeah, look good. They're just looking at the Gunatilaka obstruction from the first ODI, which was ridiculous. He got 96. He looked really good and looked absolutely disgusted with himself, getting out to a straight one from Jason Mohammed that just skidded on, and they're completely missing it, trying to cut in. Shouldn't have. They're just showing the replay here. Yeah, that's not obstruction. Any day of the week. Oh, good pull shot here from Gunatilaka as well, just showing his 96 from 96. The knock that he had was really, really good. He's a certain, I think, now in the Sri Lankan side, very strong through the leg side, and anything short or back of a length, he'll pull or punch into that leg side, and he's pretty good in the offside as well. Making sure that he cuts late and also cuts square, anything short as well. But really, he's strong, very strong on that leg side area, and a couple of nice little punches as well down the ground. So just showing that he's got a bit of class about him, knows his scoring areas, and just showing the wicket here. And he'll be disappointed to get out the way that he did. That's too straight to cut right, considering that he's just been cleaned up. So I think we can all agree that it's too straight to cut, unfortunately. But look, he had a absolutely fantastic knock, and I don't think he'll feel too aggrieved. He'll be annoyed he didn't get to that 100 because he batted well enough too. There was a ball or a run, 96. So fantastic knock from him as well, and just showing the highlights of Chandimal, who had a fantastic knock of 71 actually, a bit slow. Benny, how you doing?
I'm good, Fizan. How are you?
I'm all good. I'm all good.
How was the England match you were live streaming earlier?
Yeah, it was good. England completely dominated, to be honest with you. I was watching. The only Indian batsman that looked pretty good was Shreyas Iyer, who got 50. Everyone else looked pretty shocking. Pant looked good for a little bit and then just got bogged down, got out for like under a run of ball. Kohli got out for a duck. Yeah, not really much to talk about. The fast bowlers, Archer and Wood bowled really well, and Rashid bowled well as well. Not really much to talk about, really, and then they just chased it down pretty easy. Jason Roy back into form. Butler got 20 out of 23. I'm not really sure if he should be opening because he just doesn't seem to like unleash at the top. He got a good ball from Chahal, and then after that, Milan and Bessa just saw them home pretty easily, to be fair. Hasaranga, my boy, got 47 off 31. What a knock. Look at this. 6 galore. This is a great knock because they needed to accelerate, right? So they were 238 for 6, and he got them to 278. Oh my, 40 from 3. 40 runs from the last 3 overs. Hasaranga's just, look at this knock, man. Bloody hell. This is the type of knock you need, right?
Yeah, very good knock. He's a quality player, isn't he? And he's handling the ball as well.
He's so good with. He's not handy. He's quality with the ball. He's really, really good bowler. In the white ball format, especially Test cricket, he's got a lot to learn still. But in the white ball format, this dude is just a beast. And what a knock! 47 off 31 balls. Just looking at the scorecard, Gunatilaka was kicking himself because he was on 96 and looked as certain to get 100, but just missed a straight one from Jason Mohammed, just trying to cut a ball that basically cannon into his off stump. But Sri Lanka did a pretty good job. Chandimal, that was a very slow knock, but I guess you kind of need it. I'm not a massive fan of Chandimal and the white ball stuff, Benny. I think he's a good.
You're not? Why is that?
So in the T20s, he got on really soft ways. I didn't really get any runs. And then he got a 50 in the third one, but it was really slow. And then the first ODI, he got like maybe 12 and then just chipped it to point, which is a very similar way that he's got out in the T20s. And then he ran out the Sanga, who's on his debut as well. And he's just, I wasn't too happy. I just feel like he's maybe not suited to the white ball game anymore. I think he's a good test player, but I feel like he's a bit archaic in the way he plays. Andrew Matthews is good enough in ODIs. He's got very good average in ODIs, 40 plus. But even in T20s, I don't think Andrew Matthews should be playing in T20s. I think he hasn't come along with the game personally.
He's fallen behind, hasn't he, for example, you say?
Yeah, I think that the T20 format has as it's revolutionized, he hasn't. He kind of stuck to what he was doing before, and it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. We've got a few comments. Funhan says hi, hello, thank you very much for joining. Charles says it's Sri Lanka's game to lose from here. They have the runs and the bowling to equal the series. Yeah. Benny, do you know they've got some? Who is it? Kamindu Mendes. He can bowl. He's ambidextrous.
Really? Wow.
Yes, he can bowl left arm and right arm off spin. Yeah, it's really cool. So at first I was like, is this a different player? And it wasn't. Look at this from Shea Hope. An average of 53 in ODIs. Class act. He scored a beast of 100 in the last ODI. Venu, you would have loved it. Because it was like,
he's quality. I watched it.
Do you watch it? What a knock.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, the shots he was playing, unbelievable. Like, thing is, he was out of nick for like a year. Then he's had a rest and he's come back. And he just looks in great nick. And he's someone who is a fantastic ODI and test player. But he was in a bit of a bad run of form, but hopefully he comes back into it because he's quality. Horace says here, England really dominated and was so much more skilled and well played. Yeah, 100%. Horace says, come on, Sri Lanka, make the series interesting. Yeah, we want to decide it, don't we? Sri Lanka scored 51 from the last 5 overs. Shows what 2 set batsmen can do with wickets in hand in the death overs, says Achal. I agree. So, Benny, you know Achal, who comes on a lot. So I did a preview. So I did a video with him.
Oh, nice.
So he's played with like Akshar Patel. Played against Akshar Patel and like played with Jasprit Bumrah and stuff. Yes, it's quite cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I talked to him about the Indian domestic setup. So he reached out. So I'll release that probably this weekend, which is quite cool. If anyone's interested in knowing about the Indian domestic setup and how it's changed over the years. So I talked to him about that. They released the Pakistan squads today as well. So I've talked to someone about that. So I'll be releasing that for Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka tours. Zimbabwe and South Africa tours. But Benny, good news. The PSL's back in June.
Oh, that's great news. I'm looking forward to that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that should be good. Cool. West Indies are chasing 274. I don't know. Who's your money on, Benny?
I'll say Sri Lanka. Come on, Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I agree, actually. I think Sri Lanka are going to do this. They need a couple of early wickets as well. I think West Indies really took the game away from them at the top last match. They didn't have enough runs as well. Pradeep's quality. Come on, Pradeep. Get the ball to swing. He didn't really manage to swing it too much in the first one. Well, bit of in-swing there. I like that. He was bowling quick, man, in the last ODI. I've never seen him bowl that quick. He was bowling like 144 Ks, which is what? That's like 90 miles an hour, I think. Just 90 or 89, which is pretty quick for him.
Yeah, that is quick, isn't it?
Shea Hope with his SS bat. He just looks so like effortless. At one point, he was 40 off 27, and it was like a T20 knock, but it wasn't. None of it was slogging. It wasn't a single 6 even. It was just like punching down the ground, cover drives, flick off the hips, just unbelievable batting, just pure timing. The dude is class, man. And Elvin Lewis, on the other hand, is a bit of a bludgeoner, but he's a bit effective as well. How old is Elvin Lewis, actually? Let me have a look. Elvin Lewis. He's 29. I thought he was quite young. My bad. So he's okay. So he is what he is, basically. He's not going to really get any better or worse. Oh, that's a shot. What a shot through the covers from Elvin Lewis.
That was a great shot, isn't it? He looks like a quality player, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He looked pretty good in the T20s as well. He's pretty good down the ground. That's quick from Pradeep, 145 Ks, and he's just used the pace, punched it through between cover and mid off. That's a really, really good drive. He's using a CA bat, Pakistan bat. Yeah, boy. Like Owen Morgan.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
He's using it. So Elvin Lewis is using a CA bat. For anyone that doesn't know, it's a Pakistan brand, and Owen Morgan uses one as well. He uses a CA. Quite cool. 142 clicks. Bowling some heat here. Some
Is he?
wheels. Yeah. 145 was one of them before.
Oh, nice.
He's cut his hair. It looks a lot better. He's got a
Does
beard
he?
now. Pradeep.
Oh, nice. Nice.
6 for naught, 1 ball remaining. Let's have a look. All good shot off the back foot, straight to cover. 6 off the first over, so pretty good start from West Indies. That boundary coming off the first over. Not the start that Sri Lanka probably would have liked, but they won't be too upset about it. There's a long way to go. I wonder who else they're going to open with. Who was it last game? It was Pradeep and Chamira, I think. They went with the same team, West Indies, which was interesting.
Have
Same
they?
team.
That's interesting.
Yeah, as a last ODI, they were on the same team. Rennie, what are your thoughts on Nicholas Pooran?
Yeah.
Nicholas Pooran. I haven't seen much of him, to be honest with you. What do you think?
So we watched him obviously in the ODI World Cup. He averages like 40. But I'm not a massive fan of him in T20s and stuff. That's the thing. I feel like he hasn't quite fulfilled his potential, but who knows? Anyway, Chamira's on. Let's see how he does. He's quite quick as well. Average of 40. It's okay, not great. He's a lot better than that, actually. He's a lot better than his stats suggest. Come on, he bowled pretty well in the last one as well. A couple of crackers to Shea Hope and Elvin Lewis. If he can just pick up the rhythm early doors and pick up a wicket here, he's got the ability to. Bit of nibble off the seam, bit of pace. He's a good bowler. A very good bowler. Share it 1 off 2. Come on, Chamira, give us something good. It's interesting. Shea Hope's got a trigger movement, just like a lot of the top batsmen, which is the cross movement, which is quite. It's because obviously, I guess in white ball, you know that there's leg side wides. So if you get inside the ball, it's fine because it'll either be a wide or you can flick it around the corner for 4. They're just showing Shea Hope's not. What a knock this was! Bloody hell! And that 6 is great as well. To be fair, just look class, beauty. Good fielding, really good fielding from Sri Lanka. Their fielding was not great in the first match, but looking pretty good here. Early doors, anyway. Shea Hope's 1 off 4. Alvin Lewis 5 off 3. 5 off 5 even. 1.3 overs gone. 6 for naught. Oh, shorter ball. That's out. That's gone. What a delivery from Chamira. That's got to be out, no? Oh, no. They're saying it's not out. I think that's hit on the gloves. I would appeal for that. I would review that. I thought that was out as well. I thought it hit him on the gloves. No. Oh, no, it hasn't. Okay. Fair enough. Must have hit him on the arm or something, maybe. Let's have a look. Oh, no, I think he's brushed his shoulder, I think. Let's have a look at the replay front on. They show it. Yes, hit his. I think his helmet actually. So will they not need to do a check of the helmet for concussion then? Because he's hit on the helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have to, you know.
Yeah, they should do, right? Yeah, they are. They are. Charles says West Indies have quite a long tail by the quality of batting. Fabian Allen, Shepherd, Joseph, Hussein Allen. Shepherd and Joseph can bat a bit though. Yeah, because Joseph got a Test 50. I think at least one. I think he might have a couple. And Fabian Allen can bat as well. That's why it's important to keep wickets in hand. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think everyone pretty much can bat apart from Akil Hussain, West Indies, but the tail is quite long, yeah. But they want to protect themselves because they don't want to lose early wickets, especially when you're chasing a total of 250 plus. Like it can go very wrong, for sure. 6 for naught off 1.4 overs. Target 274. Shea Hope, not after the blistering start he got off to a couple of days ago, but still in and looking pretty solid. Elvin Lewis with a nice little off drive to get off the mark as well. And Tremere is bowling really well here early doors as well. So far, 4 dots. But talking of 4 dots, Shea Hope's just, that's a beautiful shot off the back foot. And that's what makes him so good. That's not really a bad delivery, but it's a back foot punch through the point region. It's a square drive, and it's an absolutely cracking shot from Shea Hope. Just the balance is unbelievable. What a shot. What a shot. Just beautiful to watch. I can watch Shea Hope bat all day if he bats like this, that's for sure. Chimera is like, go back. I've just had a great over until I've just been timed exquisitely through point. Charles says, wow, what a shot, back foot punch over point. Charles says, lol, you literally repeated what I just typed, lol, yeah. Yeah, fantastic back foot punch there. This time, Chimera trying to go a lot shorter, almost bounce a length, but doesn't quite get it in the area he'd like. Up around Shea Hope's head. 10 for naught of 2 overs. It's for anyone that doesn't know, it's Mother's Day on Sunday, so I will not be streaming on Sunday because I'm gonna try and give my mother some of my time. Venny, what about you? You doing anything for Mother's Day?
I think so. Got to think of something to do.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think every day should be Mother's Day. So
yeah, but as in, like, you know, it's like your birthday, isn't it? It's the same thing. I make breakfast.
I think every day you should appreciate having love. You know, having a mum. I think, and I think. I know. I'm not having got you, but I think other families. I think it becomes a bit of a token. Like it's like no, you know, you respect your mum every day.
Yeah. I think it's more a case of not you shouldn't respect your mum it's respect your mum every day, and this is a day that you need to make sure that it's special. I think because not every day can be special. You can respect your mum every day, but I think it's just a day to maybe pamper your mum. You don't pamper your mum every day. Neither do I. We can both admit that.
No, so, but I try and be the best son I can be for my mum, and I don't think just having a day to celebrate it. I just think it's a bit.
I'm sure your mum would enjoy it, Venu. So it's not for you.
She would enjoy it, but I think it's a bit patronising, to be honest. But it's all right.
Well, it's not for you, so you don't need to worry about it. 10 for naught, 2.2 overs gone. It's okay. One day when you're a dad, I'm sure you enjoy Father's Day. Kicked off the helmet though. They just show the replay. Yeah, we'll see. Watch when we're older. I'm gonna remember this. I want to remember this now. It'll be funny actually. I might message you in like 20 years time. Like, hey, do you remember that one time when I said to you? We'll see. Who knows? It could be either way. 10 for north, 2.2, and Pradeep bowling short now as well. Interesting. Wonder whether it's a plan or a ploy here, but yeah, 10 for north, 2.3 overs. Yeah, I think we're going to try and do like like maybe breakfast or like some type of afternoon tea, which again is not going to be me because I can't cook. Well, that I can't bake anyway. But yeah, should be nice. Alvin Lewis 5 off 8, Shea Hope 5 off 7, 10 for North, 2.3 overs for deep running in. Ooh, a bit back of a length there. Lewis just riding that down to third man. $11 for North, 2.4. Pradeep. I mean, to be fair, it's been pretty slow going, but pretty good going for West Indies. They need a solid base here, and they'll be looking to create a solid base like they did in the previous ODI, where they created a nice solid base for them to just set up the win nicely. Sri Lanka will be looking to get a few wickets here in the first 10. On the power play, oh, that's close. Down leg side and a bit too high there from Pradeep. No LBW shout. Share hope in the walls. Hit on the helmet.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Ooh. Original decision was not out, or wickets missing, or just impact in line, outside off. It's a good decision not to review there, as that would have been given not out. Stick to your original decision, umpire. Target 274. Shea Hope just getting. Shea Hope is what's going on with him? Get up, come on! He's like twisted his ankle or something. I don't know. What's happened? Let's have a look. Oh, his foot's got stuck. Yeah, so he's just. Oh, that will hurt a little bit actually. All of his weight on his ankle. His spikes got stuck there, I think, because it's so dry.
Oh, really?
I think his spikes got stuck in the surface. Yeah. 11 for naught off 2.5 overs. Pradeep only one from this over so far, so pretty good stuff from him. Come on, my boy. What is that sponsor? It's called White on the shirts. Any idea, Vinny?
I have no idea if it's on.
Bizarre.
Yeah, bizarre.
Oh, hold on. What a shot. Is that gone? Oh, mate, what a shot.
Shea
Hope is just
timed that so well. Oh, one bounce, four.
Yeah, one bounce four, 15 for naught. And after a very, very good over from Pradeep, where it was only one off it, it's ruined by that last shot, 5 off it. Sri Lanka needs some wickets. They need them badly. Let's see how this goes. 15 for naught off 3 overs and Pradeep. He hasn't really been able to get much movement through the air. Obviously, it's not overcast at all, really, in the West Indies. You can see he's struggling. He's really trying to get his wrist behind the ball and get that movement, but the conditions are just not suiting it, I don't think, unfortunately. So, which is why he's bowling quicker, because he's saying, okay, I'm just going to bowl into the surface. But he really is most effective when the ball's doing a little bit, because he's got such good control. Unfortunately, just not being as threatening as he would have liked. Chamira back on, though, for his second over. Coming round the wicket to left-hander. Elvin, that's good fielding. It's good fielding at a short, fine leg. Have you had dinner yet, Vinny? Have you had dinner yet, Vinny?
Sorry, I was muted. No, I haven't.
Do you know what you're having?
I think we have. I'm just having pasta from yesterday.
Nice.
I had it for lunch as well. So it was quite nice, like with like vegetables, like peppers and stuff in there. It's really nice.
Nice.
What are you having, mate?
I think we might be having pasta as well. I think we might be having tuna pasta.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Actually, I should be able to do the weekly catch up tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I understand. Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, everyone watching, please do tune in to Benny's Cricket Catch Up tomorrow. It should be good fun.
Yeah, it should be.
Or chipped over. That's a good shot by Shea Hope. Outside edge, a little bit outside edge-ish, wouldn't you say, Benny?
Yeah, bit of the outside edge and it goes over. So yeah.
Yeah, intense there though. Over kind of a lot finer than he would have liked. I think he wanted to go over point. It kind of ended up going between backward point and kind of gully area. 22 for naught here. Shea Hope is definitely a lot more aggressive than you might have seen him in the past, but I think it's more calculated aggression, which is quite good. Shamir will be a bit disappointed because they've got someone there, I think, at gully, which they do actually, and it's gone over him. This time, good drive, but straight to the man at wide mid-off. His pace is up as well, which is cool. Fingers crossed as well. I think I should have an interview with another cricketer lined up, which will be quite good.
That's great news.
Another county cricketer, so that'll be fun. I think I was actually supposed to do it with him on Sunday. But I asked if he could do tomorrow as well because I said it's Mother's Day, so do you mind if we do it tomorrow? He said, "Yeah, let me know."
What's his name? Do you know if you're allowed to?
I know his name is, but I don't want to say it just in case it doesn't happen. Shea Hope pulls. I'll tell you off camera. Shea Hope pulls away, and what do you say? Is it?
Just message me, mate.
I'll message you. Okay, that's fine. You might not know who he is, to be honest.
Is it Kumar Sangakkara?
No, he's played really well in the T20 Blast the last couple of years. But yeah, good player. Oh, good pull shot there. 4 runs again. It's running away to the boundary.
I'm going to turn on my lights on in my room because it's getting
go for it. Go for it. 23 for naught of 3.4 overs. Chimera, this is a pretty expensive over so far. It's 8 off the over so far. Or another 4, very expensive over. It's 27 for naught, 3.5 overs now, and Chimera's pace is up, but he's just too loose, man, way too loose. And Elvin Lewis has just said easy pickings, as Wasim Akram would say, and he's flicked it around the corner, and it's already 12 off this over with 1 ball remaining. So it's a very expensive over from Chimera here. 12 off the over and 1 ball remaining. The Chimera runs in, and that's good. That's good. Solid from Elvin Lewis. I like that a lot. 27 for naught, 4 overs. Let's update the scoreboard. Very good stuff from West Indies so far. Very solid, and that's a big over as well. 13 from it. Shamira just seems to be around the wicket. It's a bit of a gamble because sometimes he goes too straight, and it just ends up being easy pickings. Venue lighting is. I can't really see you at the moment.
Shall I try and move somewhere else in the room?
Sure, go for it. 27 for naught of 4.
Take me off.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 27 for naught of 4 overs, and so far West Indies are looking pretty solid here at the top with Lewis and Shea Hope. Oh, that could be out. Oh, it was close. I think it's probably going down leg side, but good bowling from Pradeep trying to trap Shea Hope LBW, which in the past he has actually had that type of weakness. Actually, I think falling over the front pad, for sure. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, trapped him on the back pad. Let's see. Let's see. Pradeep, come on, boy. 27 for naught, 4.1 overs. Pradeep is 0 of 11. Lewis 11 of 12, and Shea Hope 16 of 13. So really, they're going in a very, very good rate here, West Indies, and they're setting a very good platform, to be honest with you, which is fantastic to see. Oh, good stuff from Pradeep. Let's have a look. I think that was close, actually. Probably going down leg side, though. Umpire's call. Oh, hitting the top of off stump. Top of leg stump, sorry, even. Umpire's call, though. It would have been very, very close stuff. Unlucky. Really good bowling, though, from Pradeep. He's looking to kind of make sure that he can be threatening, and he is being threatening as well. He's being very, very threatening. Good fielding there from Sri Lanka. Good stuff. Looking good.
Is that better?
Good. Slightly, yeah.
All right, that's the best I could do. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm saying it for you, not for, just so you can see you. Are they flickering or something?
What
Like,
can I say?
what do you want? Am I trying to say? I'm saying so we can see you. I don't understand. What else am I trying to say?
Well, we wouldn't say it if
If what?
if I was a different color. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I would, because it'll be dark. I still won't be able to see myself. As well. Like, we can't see you as well, Venu.
Okay.
Maybe it's possible. I'll rephrase it.
Yeah, thanks.
To
Gotta be
avoid
careful
triggering you.
nowadays.
Okay, 20 for naught or 4.3 overs.
After all the mega marker nonsense.
No, we're not talking about that for anyone. We're not talking about that.
Okay, fair enough.
It's too political. They end up taking down my channel because I'm talking about politics. 28 for naught or 4.4 overs.
That is true. No, sorry, mate.
Sorry, it's funny. West Indies just look too comfortable. I think Sri Lanka might even bring on a spinner maybe or something. Like, it just doesn't seem like anything's really working at the moment.
Yeah, they could bring in a spinner. I think that'd be a good idea actually.
Because I think they've got 3 spinners that they can utilise. So Lakshan Sandakan's cool as well. Left arm wrist spinner. I like him. Sri Lanka have got good spinners, so they can tie down the middle overs quite nicely. Hasaranga went for like 2 and over in the last match. They just really respect him because he bowled so well in the T20s. He went for like every one. He went for less than 4 and over and got wickets in every single one. My boy went into 28 for naught off 4.5 overs. Come on, Sri Lanka, pick up a wicket. We believe in you. What do you think of the Sri Lanka shirt? Do you like it, Vinny?
I like it. It's not the best. It's not the best one. I think there's a bit too much going on at the front.
There is a lot going on, isn't there?
Yeah, the West Indies one's simple, but I just think they just want to get as much sponsorship on the front for Sri Lanka to get as much money as possible. Which I don't blame them, to be honest. So
yeah, that's fair. I'm just gonna. Wonder what's gonna happen if I refresh my feed. So look. Oh, nothing. It's fine. Okay, perfect. Am I better? I feel like my quality of internet was terrible, but it's better now. Cool. I'm back. Comparison after 5 overs is pretty similar, to be fair. Sri Lanka 25 for 1, so yeah. We should see. Yeah. You know what times you can do VCC tomorrow? On the call at
Can I
VCC.
get back to you on
Yeah,
time?
get back to me. Yeah, just let me know this evening. Yeah, just because then I'll plan my day around it if possible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, flicked into leg side. Oh, good stuff from Shea Hope. Looks very balanced. To be fair, looks good. Oh. 19 off 16 for him. Lewis 11 off 15. For anyone who's interested in tennis, I'm going to be doing a tennis live tomorrow discussing tennis topics.
Oh, nice.
Like
What are you
Djokovic.
doing?
So I'm doing Djokovic broke the record number of weeks at world number one. So he's 311 weeks, breaking Federer's record of 310. Federer's back on tour, so he's made his return. So and he looked pretty good. Won a couple of matches in the Qatar Open, which was cool. And then also Rublev won another ATP Masters tournament. So talking a little bit about that as well, and just kind of talking about how good Djokovic has been as well, and whether anyone is ever going to be able to catch him up and get those number of weeks at number one, because I don't think anyone in this era is going to catch up to him or get more than that. So yeah. Anyways, back to cricket. 31 for naught. And Sartak comes in, an Indian fan saying Kohli. So, oh my God. Sartak, why are you insulting your own countrymen? Oh, hilarious. It's okay, because Sartak said he's Indian, I can say as well Kohli. That's quite funny. 31 for naught off 5.2 overs. And Shamir running in. Oh, very, very... I don't know. It just looks a bit... It looks like a road. It's not really doing much.
Yeah, it's not the best, is it, Fizan? It's not the best at all.
But it kind of makes me think that Sri Lanka could have got more. Unless maybe it's flattened over the day. I don't know. Just having a look at Hasranga's... oh, mate, this knock was just beauty. 47 or 31. Oh, really, really good. Stark says, I'm just stating the fact. Lol, I'm not insulting anyone. Just before he gets slapped by all the Indian supporters. Chamira is bowling all right. He bowled a couple of beauties to Elvin Lewis and Shea Hope in the last match, but he needs those now. He bowled them too late in the last match. He needs to bowl those. If he wants to bowl a Yorker, what do you... I was saying, I think it's a debate maybe not to have now, but I was saying that ODIs are potentially the most challenging format around at the moment. Any thoughts on that at all?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of emphasis now is put on T20 now, isn't it? And all these players are playing a lot of franchise cricket as well. And, and ODIs is kind of put on the back bench, I feel.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great form of the game, personally.
Yeah. I mean, I think the ODI World Cup will always be the pinnacle of tournaments.
I agree, yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of glad it's every 4 years still, because it doesn't dilute it. Whereas the T20 World Cup is a bit diluted now, because
every 2 years now, isn't it?
You'll have a champion every 2 years, which is kind of like, okay, it's a bit more fun, which is fine. Like, I don't mind, but I would have preferred if they stuck it every 4 years. But it is what it is, I guess. I got to stick with the times. And like Test cricket, obviously we know is the pinnacle of the sport.
Yeah,
and it is an ultimate challenge. But I feel like ODI cricket takes attributes from both now, because as you said, the way that T20 cricket is developed, and Test cricket is all about discipline for the most part. So I feel like it's a mixture. You need both to be an ODI player, if that makes sense. Whereas if you're a T20 player, you can kind of have those big hitting attributes as a batsman or Test batsman defensive. But in ODI, you need both. Because, like, for example, if you bat a whole innings in ODI, you bat at the start. No, you might bat almost like a Test match for the first couple of overs, see off the new ball. Then actually, as the game progresses, you'll go through the power plays. Then you'll might get tied down by spin. But at the end, you need to finish it off. So you need the big hitting from T20s. So, yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking the other day, and I just thought it was really interesting. And maybe you said it's because ODIs is being put on the back burner potentially. And I think it's just, for me, it seems like it's the hardest format to excel in as a player. But I don't know. That's kind of what I've looked at from the from the outset, because I just feel like to really perform at such a high elite level, you need to have an array of skills that are a lot more in each format potentially. So Tark says, I'll be happy when Kohli plays, but if he gets out on a duck, I'm going to say De Kohli or Duck Oli. Oh, God. Crack up. Benny, do you think... I don't know if you've got an opinion on this. Oh, I guess we might talk about it tomorrow. I don't know whether you're going to do it or not. About people in the chat were talking about Kohli being in terrible form, and someone actually said, an Indian fan said, I thought this is really ridiculous that Kohli should get dropped from the T20 side.
Oh no, I don't think so. He's a quality player. He's
I was
class.
like,
You can't.
I was like, he averages over 50, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, just because he's got. I said, look, everyone's in bad form at some point in their career. So I was like, unless he has, oh, mate, that Yorker from the last, what the, are you watching it?
Oh, wow.
That's what he needs to do now. Why can't he do that now?
Was that last test match?
Yeah, the last ODI, yeah. But also, the issue that I have is that a lot of the ODI bowlers, like, you need to bowl line and length, but occasionally you can chuck in a Yorker or a bouncer. Like, you don't need to just hit the same line length.
I agree. Yeah.
Of course, you need to set up a batsman similar to Test cricket, but even in Test cricket, you will bowl the odd Yorker, right? Like, of course, to set up a batsman, and Shamira needs to do that, I think, because he's got that ability. Pradeep is a bit different because he's not quite got that skill set. He's more line and length, very consistent. But yeah, back on the Kohli point, I agree. And like, unless he has like a really bad form for like, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years, he'll never get dropped. Like, it won't happen. He might get dropped to like one format after like a year of terrible form, but even then, I doubt it because he's the captain in all three formats. So flicked into the leg side from Alvin Lewis, and Pradeep is bowling a pretty good over here so far. Anyway, he's 0 for 13, and it's 35 for 0 or 6.4 overs. Lewis and Shea Hope are building a nice little platform here once again. Ian Bishop. Remember the name, Carlos Brathwaite, and then he went on to do absolutely nothing. You know, it's funny. I was talking about the Ben Stokes, Carlos Brathwaite situation, you know, when he got hit for 4 sixes in the final.
Yeah.
And I was saying, isn't it funny that after that happened, Carlos Brathwaite's career didn't really take off like a lot of people thought it would, but Ben Stokes' has. So it's quite funny, right? Because you would have potentially have expected the other way around, because Ben Stokes, like, that could mentally have broken him. And like he could have just not become the player that he is today. Whereas Carlos Brathwaite, a lot of people are thinking, oh, he's going to be this incredible player. He can't even get into the T20 West Indies side at the moment, which is crazy, I think, because that was such an iconic moment, like obviously from the last World Cup. $35 for 0 off 7 overs. All these adverts show us something good. It's nice to see Ben Stokes bowl more today, actually, as well. Because I think they need to utilise his bowling on the T20s. Wasn't happy that Moinani didn't play, but, you know, what can you do? They opened with Adil Rashid Venu in the first over, and he only went for 2 overs. Yeah, I thought that was quite a good move. It just kept them quiet. And it seemed to. I think it was a plan for KL Rahul, I think, which was good. And Archer then got him out. 35 for 0 off 7 overs. Power play 1. Shamira 0 for 21 off 3 overs. Running, come on, give us a. Where you go? All pulled away. That's a good shot. That's a cracking shot from Alvin Lewis. It's just cannoned off his bat and almost into the van that's got the his boot open. A fantastic shot from Alvin Lewis. He looks like a powerful player. So the Tark says, no, he shouldn't be dropped, but he should get a 50 at least in these 4 remaining T20s. We'll see, Satak, we'll see. Horace says they tempted them with Rashid and then pinned them back with Archer. That's actually a very good. That's a very, very good analogy, I think. Well done. I might use that, Horace. I'm not going to nick that. So Tart says, I have a question for you, Venu. Venu, a question for you. What's your prediction?
For the whole series?
Yeah, for the
Is it
whole
5?
series.
I'll
Yeah,
say 4-1 England.
okay.
Fizan, what do you think?
Well, I've said in other videos 3-2 India, so I'll stick with it. I'll stick with my guns. 3-2 India. Also, they rested Rohit Sharma for this match. They said they're going to rest him for the first two. What a stupid decision. What an absolutely stupid decision. Because you can rest him for the last two, but you need him for the top end. It's just bizarre. Bizarre decision. But to be honest with you, I might get it completely wrong. I think, Benny, you might be more on the mark if he carries on the way that we think it's going to. After today, India don't look like a great T20 outfit. And it's funny, like, someone was asking, one of the Indian fans was saying, the IPL is like this huge league which is supposed to be like the best league in the world, but our Indian team's rubbish. And he's like, how does that work? And I kind of think that a little bit as well. Like, surely their T20 brand of cricket, like in international cricket, should be getting better. I don't know. It's a weird one, though. It's a weird one. Horace says, who drops for Rohit, though? Darwan, man. Darwan's rubbish. He shouldn't even be in the side. He's not a T20 player. Simple as. 40 for naught of 7.3 overs. Chamira. I wanted to see Wanindu. Where's Hasaranga? He'll get a wicket. Shea Hope just looks like so solid. I can't really think. The only weakness I can think of for Shea Hope is sometimes he falls over his front pad a little bit when flicking, so he can be susceptible to LBW. But really, apart from that, there's not too much in terms of chinks in his armory. He's pretty solid. It's sad to see no crowd, don't you think, Benny?
Oh, I agree. Yeah, it's
It's a huge stadium as well. It's pretty big.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium. Runs in. It's funny they had the T20s venue at Coolidge Cricket Ground.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a club ground, so the boundaries are quite small. So, like you could imagine, but they weren't high-scoring games. They were all like one. It was 130, 160, 130, which is quite unusual. We had the same today in the T20 with England India as well. So interesting to see lower scores rather than your 200 pluses, which. At one point, we were seeing them quite often. We're not seeing them as much anymore. Which is interesting. 41 for naught of 7.5 overs. And West Indies are just cruising here, really. I mean, they're not... We want some action. We want a wicket, I think. We need a wicket and some pressure on the West Indian lineup. Oh, that's better. He tried that. I don't mind that. Because he went for the Yorker, which is not a bad idea. So at least he tried it. Yeah. That was a fantastic shot. Go on, Manny, what are you saying?
Yeah, at least it was a good shot, but at least it went for it. You're right, Fizan.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't try, you won't succeed. So what's he going to do?
Is it? Can I pop up for my dinner now?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll message you if you're still on, and I'll come back.
Yeah, I should be on when you come back. Yeah,
okay, I'll message you. Okay, cool. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Thanks, 45 for naught off 8 overs, and Elvin Lewis 23 or 24, Shea Hope 22 or 24, 45 from 48 for this partnership. Just cruising for a bruising. They really are. They're absolutely cruising. Easy stuff, really. Easy pickings so far from West Indies. They're just making it look easy, really. Unfortunately for everyone else, but yeah, looking good, and let's see how they go, man. Let's see how they go. On comes to Sarah Pro, who I didn't rate. So this is going to be interesting because if he bowls well, then I'm going to have to bite my lip and say that I was wrong. Let's have a look. Is he going to do well? That's the key, isn't it? That's the key. Not a bad start. Dot ball to Sara Pereira. Good player, isn't he? Good stuff though here from. That's a chance. That's a chance. It's a diving chance. It's not easy, but it's a single. They're playing pretty well here. Our West Indies are just kind of cruising along, really, which is good to see. Good to see for sure. 46 for naught off 8.2 overs, and so far so good for. So far so good for. They're looking good, man. Looking very very good, for sure. Let's see how they go. Okay, 48 for naught, 8.4 overs to Sara bowling pretty well here. Just cruising along. Our West Indies, and no real penetration. It's funny because we said a similar thing about West Indies in the first 10 overs, didn't we? We did on the first 10 overs of the last ODI, and we've got a similar thing here, unfortunately. Yeah, which is a bit disappointing, I think, from Sri Lanka for sure. You expect them to be a lot better, I think, in these first 10, but so far they've been pretty disappointing. Run out potentially opportunity there, but nothing comes of it. 48 for naught here of 8.5. It's been a pretty decent over, but again, it's pretty passive from Sri Lanka. No wicket as of yet, and that's a big one from Alvin Lewis. That's a big one. And I'll tell you what, it was a good over to Sara Pereira, as I've said many a time. He is prone to getting spanked, and he did. So spanked there, 9 off that over, 54 for naught off 9 overs. That's a big one, and it's in the slot. And Alvin Lewis makes him pay over, over cow corner, really. So really, really good shot. Fantastic time with the ball, Alvin Lewis as well. So he'll be happy with that shot. And beautiful, isn't it, in West Indies? Wow, just looks absolutely incredible. Really does look incredible. Just looks great. Really, really good stuff. Come on, Sri Lanka. Come on, Sri Lanka. Give us something good. All spinners on Gunatilaka. I like that. It's a good change. They need that. Nothing from the first 9, so they need it big time. Come on, Sri Lanka. Come on, Gunatilaka. Not got the best stats really, but he's more of a part-time spinner and obviously opens the bowling. But they brought him on, I think, just to try and stem the flow of runs. Let's see if he can do it or not. West Indies are just cruising here. They're cruising for a bruising, and in a good way. They just look almost unstoppable. Really good shot from Alvin Lewis, and obviously Sri Lanka need to win this to level the series and have a chance in the series. Otherwise, it's going to be a dead rubber on Sunday, which will be a disappointment because I think Sri Lanka have good ability, but they're just struggling at the moment to really, just struggling to really get a foothold in this second ODI in defending this total. It's not a bad total. It's still a long way to go, but just having a look at that shot from Alvin Lewis was 89 meters, and it was just a pickup shot over cow corner, and it was big. Shea Hope just ticking that into the leg side. Both are going at either just under a run of ball or over a run of ball. So, yeah, I mean, that, as I said, it's not too difficult for either at the moment. They're making it look pretty easy so far. 274 is a target comparison after 9.3 overs. Sri Lanka were 51 for 3, and West Indies 57 for 0. Cut into the offside from Lewis, 31 of 28. Shea Hope is 26 of 29. So, yeah, really good stuff from both. So that says, will you be doing a live stream on Sunday? I was planning to do it, but I probably will not be because it's Mother's Day. So I need to try and be good to my mother on Sunday, and I will not be streaming because that will take pretty much the whole day away from her. So no. But on Saturday, so tomorrow, Venu will be doing Venu's cricket catch up, which will be a live. So it'll be a live stream, and it'll be myself and him, and he'll be obviously leading it as always. And so yeah, please do join for that. We'll be discussing obviously T20 today, amongst other things. So yeah, get involved in that. But yeah, Sunday, obviously there's both these matches. It's a third ODI, which by the looks of it might be a dead rubber, so it won't be a huge match. India versus England, of course, a very big match. But yeah, because it's Mother's Day, I probably won't be streaming, unfortunately. When's the one after that? Tuesday. I can probably stream some on Tuesday, probably the back end of that. And then we've got Wednesday, nothing on Wednesday. Thursday. Yeah, Thursday's fine, and the next one must be Saturday, right? Yes, so Saturday I'll be doing that. That'll be sick. 1:30 on the Saturday, 20th of March. Why not? That'll be a big one. And that'll be the fifth T20 as well. That'll be cool. But yeah, the others I should be able to do. Just Sunday I won't be able to do. Yeah. Gotta be good. Gotta be good. Just having a look at the highlights so far, and Alvin Lewis, obviously with that fantastic drive through that offside, and then had a couple of fantastic strokes from Shea Hope. So Satak says, that's all right, have a nice Sunday. Will the live stream be on your channel tomorrow? Yeah, it will be. Yeah, so Venu's Cricket Catch Up, if you don't know, is part of the channel. So it's a playlist on this channel, and Venu does it. So Venu doesn't have his own channel. Venu basically comes on the channel and read the cricket side of things. So he has his own Venu has his own thing on the channel, which is Venu's Cricket Catch Up, which he does weekly. So that's his thing. I don't get involved in it. He puts it all together, and then we live stream it together. And I'm on as really a guest, really, and he'll host it. But yeah, it'll be on Quality Shot, so yeah, do check it out. I'll be on here, so I'll set up the stream probably tonight or tomorrow morning. It'll probably be, I don't know exactly when it'll be, but it'll probably be around, I don't know, probably thinking maybe 5 p.m. UK GMT time, potentially around that time. So yeah, do check it out. And also everyone in the chat, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Read us out. And Satat says, okay, I'll join you guys tomorrow. Cool, look forward to it. Should be good fun. I'm just thinking about whether I should, hold on. Gets lucky that Alvin Lewis tries to go big and it's an outside edge, nearly drops into third man's hands, but falls just in front of him. Just thinking about whether I should continue streaming this at the moment because West Indies just look so comfortable. But after just seeing that shot, I think it's I'll wait for Winindu, my boy Winindu Hasaranga, to come on. And if he has no effect, then I think all is lost because he's such a good bowler. And if he can't stem the flow of runs or get a wicket, then it's a very flat deck. Shea Hope just ticking that into the leg side. He just looks so good. As does Elvin Lewis, both look very good. I think it's good that they have a solid, stable ODI partnership here as an opening pair because you need that. You need to be able to have that so you can build a platform. And then obviously you leave the rest up to the middle order, but you just need to do your job. So the test matches should be interesting. I think I'll back West Indies in those, to be honest. This could be quite a good tour for West Indies. They could potentially have a clean sweep in all three formats. I mean, they've already won the T20s 2-1. They could potentially win the ODIs 2-3-0. By the way, this is going so far. And then obviously they've got the test matches, which is two of those, and they're pretty good in test matches, especially, and they'll feel very good after winning in Bangladesh, right? Which is a really historic victory, I thought, especially with a so-called weakened team, which now I think won't be called a weakened team because clearly they perform really well. I'm just having a look at the order. So they've still got Jason Mohammed and Darren Bravo to come in. I think Darren Bravo will be at 3. He was last time. Jason Mohammed at 4. Nicholas Pooran at 5. Kieran Poor at 6. Holder 7. Then Fabian Allen. And then you've got going to the tail. So far, Chamira's been pretty expensive. Tsar Pereira, not a massive fan of him, to be honest with you. But yeah, he's gone for 6s. And Gunnar Talaka only went for 3 off his first over. So he's staying on the off spinner, right arm off spinner into Shea Hope, bowling round the wicket. So he's just trying to cramp him and I guess force a mistake out of Shea Hope here. Or just keep him quiet even so they can build some pressure here, Sri Lanka, because we know that pressure leads to wickets, right? If you really tie down a batsman and frustrate them, eventually that release shot will come. There's not many batsmen that can really get through that phase. So I'll be difficult. And Achal says, hey, hello, Achal, thanks for joining. 61 for North off 11.1 overs, second power play, target of 274. And Shea Hope and Alvin Lewis look very, very good. Achal says, are you here for the entire game? I'm going to watch the game all night long. So I probably won't be. I might be watching it, but I probably won't be live streaming the whole match just because it's just crazy. ODIs are just so long. I'd love to, but we'll see. I'll probably do up until, I don't know, I'll probably do half an hour, 45 minutes more, and then I'll probably won't do any more. But everyone, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really does help. Let's see if we can see if Gunnar Talaka can do something here, because that would be fantastic to see. That's pulled away. That's big. That's 6. That's a big one. That's gone into the gardens from Alvin Lewis, and it's a short, long hop from Gunnar Talaka. And unfortunately, Alvin Lewis just said thank you very much. Picked it up, spanked it for 6 over backward square leg. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a big and 77 meters. That will be a six in most grounds, if not all. So it's a big hit from Alvin Lewis. He can hit a long ball. We know that already, and he makes sure it goes over the rope and really punishes that poor bit of bowling from Gunataka, just not getting his length or line right there. And Alvin Lewis made him pay. 69 for naught of 11.4 overs. Good fielding there at short cover. Interesting to see if Sri Lanka can pull this back because it just looks so flat. Just looks so flat. Just doesn't look like it's doing anything. So far, this has been a pretty good over from West Indies as well because not 10 off the over. 10 off the over. It's a good over for West Indies. Very good over. And they won't be looking back to Gunatulaka for the over after, I don't think. They'll be looking at Hasaranga, I think. Let's see, 70 for naught off 12 overs. Whoa. West Indies looks like a beautiful place, doesn't it? Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty of a. It's just great. How can you not enjoy watching what's going on in the West Indies? The scenery. I really want to go there. It just looks so amazing. Does the West Indies? Weather looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like a beautiful place, to be honest with you. 71 for naught. Come on, Sri Lanka. Sorry, even come on, Sri Lanka. Give us something. Give me something. Come on. We want that. We want something big. We want a wicket. We want stumps flying around everywhere. We want an LBW. Anything. Something. Anything. And Evan Lewis is 41 or 40, Shea 30 or 33. So both these guys are going to be looking to pick up 50s, really. I don't think they're going to be particularly worried at all about getting out here because they're looking solid. They really are. They're looking very, very solid. And it's disappointing, I think, isn't it, that we haven't got an early wicket because I think that would have made it very interesting. I think now it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Very good shot from Shea Hope into that offside, looking very good. He is looking very, very good. Let's see how he does. Come on, Winindu. Tisara Pereira is still bowling. Oh. He just looks so slow. Just very slow and very. Just not really much to him, is there? I don't know. Is it just me? 120 kilometers per hour. I think he bowls change ups as well, but it's just not. I just not impressed by him at all. His energy is not great. I think he just trundles in, and it's not even about bowling quick. It's just, does he look threatening? Not really. Sometimes you need those types of bowlers. I was never impressed by someone like Liam Plunkett, to be honest with you. Saab Pereira kind of fits that mould. One of those bowlers that you just tend to get yourself out against. So having a look at the average bounce for seamers dismounts, that's very interesting. In the first innings, it was bouncing more for seamers. In the second innings, it's not. Very interesting, you know that. That's very, very interesting. I wonder why that's the case. Obviously, it's probably got a bit flatter, which is why. So it's a bit less hard, the surface. So when you hit the surface, it's not quite carrying and popping off it. That's a really good shot from Alvin Lewis. That'll run away for 4, I think. Yeah, well, he's given up. He's given up. As let's go to Talaka actually. Or end of the over, and Tisabra once again concedes a boundary off the last over. It's just really, really ill-disciplined bowling. Can't be doing that. If you bowled a good over, there's no point if you're just going to ruin it in the last ball and bowl that, which is really just trash, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but it is. $78 for naught off 13. Not looking great, is it? Not looking great at all. See how it goes, though. Who knows? Still a lot of time left in the game. Never know what might happen. Fingers crossed. See, fingers crossed. Come on, Alvin Lewis. Oh, he's going to get a 50, isn't he? 80 for naught. Too easy. Too easy. $80 for naught. 13.4 overs. And Venu is back. Back with a vengeance. Huh?
What did I miss?
Just West Indies just pummeling Sri Lanka everywhere, to be honest. I genuinely hate Tisar Pereira so much.
Why?
He batted at 7 in the T20, didn't get any runs. And then he only bowled 2 overs in all 3 games. So he only bowled 2 in total. And he got hit for 44 off those 2 overs. It's just he just reminds me of like Iftikhar Ahmed. I don't think he's international standard.
I don't think. Yeah, I agree. I don't think.
But looking at his stats, they're actually not that bad. But I'm just
wondering, would any you're a Pakistan fan? Would any of these Sri Lankan players get into the Pakistan ODI team?
Hasaranga would 100%.
Is that the only one you can name? I reckon Hasaranga. Who else?
Gunatilaka probably would. We need.
You think? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he looks good so far. He looks pretty good. Who else? Andrew Matthews. No, I'd prefer Fahim Ashraf now, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Who else have you got? Pradeep looks quite good, but we've got
bowlers. Yeah, you've got some.
We've got good bowlers. So
good bowlers.
If you look at your batsmen, we've got. I'm not a massive fan of Chandaman anymore, so not him. No. Bandara looks okay.
Gonna feel like an opening.
Yeah, maybe Gunatilaka opening. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nissanka looks pretty good. He's young. He's only 22. He batted really well in the T20s, but he got run out by Chandaman in the first ODI. I don't know how he's going to do. I mean, he didn't do particularly well today, but he looks quite a good talent. It's a tough one. And West Indies are in that phase. They're in a transition phase where they've got quite a few young players as well coming through. They've got a lot of talent, so I think they're just got to nurture it. Hasaranga Wanindu, he's on, my boy. That's it. I'm happy. We had some people asking if is Venice Cricket Catch Up going to be on tomorrow, and I said yes. And they said they would come and join. Said okay, I'll join you guys tomorrow. I said cool. I said I will set it up before, but unsure of the time at the moment. As Hassan comes on, oh man, always looks dangerous. I feel like he's going through his action more than you. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's
Can you see? I feel like
but
he's worked on it.
as in going through it more.
Yeah, I feel like before he stopped, but now he's actually going.
Yeah,
He's got more revs on the ball. He's going through his action. Could be
that
wrong.
is true. That is true. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get some water in my throat. I'll be back 2 seconds.
Okay, I'll take
Take the
I'll take
reins.
over. I'll take the reins. That's the word. Thanks, Fizan. So whilst Fizan's getting some water, who do you, we put in the chat? I have an entire game. I'm going to watch the game all night long. Well, I'm not sure if Fizan will be allowed to. No, I don't think that will happen. But you can ask Fizan. When Fizan comes, I'm sure he'll answer it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I think West Indies are definitely favourites here, so we'll see if they are able to.
That's what I thought. Only one off the over so far. Look at this beauty. Things is good. He's trying to give it flight, putting revs on the ball, getting up there, trying to make the batsman play. That's what you need. A bit of drift in as well. Good bowler. He turns his wrong and more than his leggy, which is quite interesting.
That is interesting. You've been working the wrong in the nets, haven't you? Last year, didn't you?
Yeah, and I was working my
I think you got me out a few times on it.
No, it was my seam up.
Something.
It was my scrambled seam one. So basically, I'd bowl. So normally you grip it from the seam, right?
Yeah.
But instead, I was gripping it so that the seam was pointing upwards.
Yeah.
So I was trying to put revs on the ball so that it would land on the seam and then almost seam off the surface. And occasionally it would just go straight on. So that's what happened when I bowled you once, a couple of times with it. So that was quite a good one.
I'm looking forward to going back in the nets actually, and I'm sure you are Fizan, ready to start the cricket new season.
Yeah, 100. To be honest, I just really want to get into the nets and work on like a number of things.
I'll be there. Let me know. I'll be there.
Yeah, the season's going to come up pretty quickly. I think they're looking at pre-season games in April. So,
that's good news. That is good news.
We'll see.
We'll see. But hopefully, you're going to get some runs. Not saying you didn't get any runs last year, but get some good runs this year.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
No, I saw you play really good innings last year. I forgot which knock it was, but he hit some good shots.
It was the last one of the season. Yeah. Come on, Sri Lanka. You guys can do it. Yeah. They just need a bit of penetration. Hasaranga's building some pressure. They now just need someone to come on and get some wickets. Because the issue is that Hasaranga it will be difficult for him to get wickets because they respect him so much. Then you don't end up getting wickets when someone is just sitting there defending you constantly. Then it's going to be tough to do so. This third ODI is on at Sunday at 1:30, but again, I won't be covering it because Mother's Day. Similarly, the second T20 for England-India I won't be covering as well because that is on Mother's Day as well. But yeah. West Indies versus Sri Lanka. It's 188 needed from 35 overs. And they're pretty much in a very good position here. I mean, they're in a very good position. West Indies looking pretty comfortable for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, not much to say really, apart from I wonder who they're going to bring on. They brought on Hasaranga. They need to bring on another spinner, I'm assuming, to time down. So let's see. Let's see who they bring on. Oh, look, they're showing Gunnar Talaka's in innings. Just beautiful. Beautiful knock. Just ping the ball everywhere. To all, carting it to all corners of the stadium. Beautiful pull shot as well. Danushka. Gunnar Talaka. He looks class. I think he's only 22 as well. Only 22. What a player. What a player. 86 for naught off 15. Have I updated the scoreboard? No, I haven't. Let's do it. They're taking a drinks break, which is why we're having this break. Back. Oh, Lakshan Sandakan's on. Left arm wrist spinner. Here we go. Lakshan Sandakan left arm wrist spinner. We like this. This is what we want to see. We want to see the Sri Lankan spinners tying down the batsman. We've got Hasaranga from one end now and Sandakan from the other. See what they can do, whether they can build enough pressure to get a wicket here, because it's another very good start for the West Indies openers. And they need to win this game, Sri Lanka, to tie it 1-1 so that we get into a decider in the third ODI. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare. In comes Sandakan. We don't want a dead rubber, do we? And Shea Hope punching that down the ground. They've still got a lot of runs to get. Target of 274, but it's just one of those things that when you've got momentum like this as an opening pair, you just feel very comfortable. Looking at Hope's scoring areas, he's actually, we're looking at just behind square is not huge for him. He's not someone who's going to run it down or flick it to leg side. He's more straight down the ground, flicking off your pads, cutting through the offside as well. Sandakan's on like this. Good. Looking good is Sandakan. What's that sound?
Oh, is that my fan? It might be my fan.
Ah.
Sorry. How it's all West Indies now. I think Lewis and Shai Hope, did they have a 100 partnership in the first match? Or 180 or something? Ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Oh, mate. They're going to do it. These guys Lewis looks quality, but Shai Hope, he's a quality player. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Flyer says easy win for the West Indies, apparently. Yeah, let's see. Still a long way to go. Red Flyer says still sticking with my prediction of 4-1 to England in the T20s and 3-0 to India in the ODIs. Wow. So he thinks that they will. I mean, wow. In England are the ODI champions, the World Cup champions, right? So to lose 3-0 would be a big shock, I think. But no, that's fair enough. I think Venu says 4-1 England in the T20s. I said 3-2 to India. So let's see. My prediction is looking pretty bad at the moment as Elvin Lewis brings up his 50 and a very, very solid 50 at that. 50 or 52. He looks damn good. Guys, we're on the chat. Thank you everyone for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Really does help. Thank you very much. You're all legends. I think most of you have. If you haven't, really does help. Thank you. Shea Hope is 38 or 43 as the left arm wrist spinner Sandakan is on. 88 for naught off 16 overs. 88 for naught off 16 overs. Good over, only 2 from it. And Sandakan and Hasaranga starting to stop the flow of runs here, starting to stem the flow of runs, which is good. Which is good in what they need. They need it badly. So let's see how they can go. They can keep going and apply some pressure to this West Indies batting lineup and make the chase difficult, because at the moment it's looking pretty comfortable. See, my boy Wanindu is back on.
I think he's got wickets in hands. That's the issue. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a shot. Oh,
Are you
imposing. Just smacked him.
Oh
over
yeah, you're ahead of me. Oh, what
Sorry.
a shot from Alvin Lewis! All right, really good shot. One bounce, four. Wow, really good shot from Alvin Lewis. He looks like a top player, doesn't he? What a player. Red Fly says, I've always been saying that the England ODI team is overrated. What? The world champions, Red Flyer. How can you say that? How can the world champions be overrated? Their T20 team is 100 times better because they have so many explosive players. I think the ODI team is better, personally. What, 6, by the way? What the hell? Ridiculous shot. Any thoughts, Venny?
Oh, which one?
On this comment? I've always been saying this England ODI team is overrated. Their T20 team is 100 times better because they have so many explosive players.
Yeah.
I was saying...
I'm not sure about this.
I was thinking, how can you say that? Because they're the World Cup champions. I was like, and they're World Cup champions.
I think they've probably got a better team than... Well... Like, how would you change the World Cup from 2019? Like, there's no Plunkett, but they've got some good quality players in there. The batting lineup's more or less the same. Hales could come in. You never know. Billings potentially. Mark Wood as well.
Yeah.
So, mate, they've quality. This guy's... What are you talking about, mate?
No, I get what you're saying, Benny. And I think the T20 side, I get the explosive part of what he's saying. I don't know though. I think they need to sort out the dynamic of the lineup because I still do not think Butler is an opener. I still think he's a better floater or a finisher, and I think he's wasted at the top because he holds back a little bit, and you want him to come in and just say, "Look, just blast, go, do whatever you want, and just blast the attack out of the game, and really put the pressure on the bowlers." Right, that's what you want. Guys in the chat as well, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. Showing a comparison between Sandika and Hasaranga, which is quite interesting. But let's see. The T20 side is good as well. I think just the England white ball sides in general are good. Refly says, you will see why the England ODI team is overrated after the series. Yeah, let's see. They are good, but not the best. I would put Australia, India, New Zealand, and Pakistan over them. What? Wow. Oh, that's a bit harsh, Refly. He says England don't deserve the World Cup anyways. Oh, mate. That's an outrageous statement. How can you say that? How can you say that, Red Fly?
They won it.
Come on. I like you, Red Fly, but they won it. You can't say that. No, it's like, for example, Pakistan were potentially the best side in the 1999 World Cup. But it doesn't matter if we had the better team because the best team won it in Australia. They beat us in the finals, so they were the best team at the time. We probably had a better team than anyone else if you looked at it on paper. But it doesn't matter. We weren't the best team around then because Australia won it, so they're the World Cup champions, right? I think you just got to take it like that. I know what I think Red Fly is trying to say, that like, maybe they had a very good tournament, and that can happen as well. But when you're World Cup champions, I think you have to say that they're the number one ODI side. Cash says England won it on a boundary countback. Very lucky. They still won it though. It's harsh, man. Like, it's not their fault.
New Zealand should have known that they couldn't.
They did know. They knew.
They didn't know. So, I think, yes, they've changed the rules since then, but rules are rules. And, what was a chance that would have happened? And yes, you could say Ben Stokes got lucky with the the extra runs, but sometimes you need luck to win. And I think New Zealand could have done things differently that final to make it easy for them. But yeah, England deserved winners. Oh.
This is really interesting because I obviously I'm a Pakistan supporter, but I don't think Pakistan's ODI team is better than England's.
Oh, really?
Was that out? Oh, close. Caught and bowled opportunity.
That was hard.
That was
scary,
hard.
Put your hand up there. That could really hurt it. They're stopping it fast.
The thing is, Pakistan's side, I don't think Pakistan's ODI side is better
than
England. Let's have a look. Driven very hard down the ground for a shot. It's not that tough, any.
That's hard. I'm scared of the ball.
Yeah, but Venu, he's got two hands to it. It's not scary. Like he could have taken that.
He's
He
injured
just
himself.
it just didn't stick. Yeah, and because it didn't stick, so he didn't get his hands behind it properly, then he might have hurt himself. But yeah, while they're doing this, on this point, like Pakistan's ODI side, I don't think is better than England's, and I'm a Pakistan fan. New Zealand potentially they've improved their ODI side, I think, since as well. India's I don't know, we'll see, I guess, and Australia. The thing is as well is that the next ODI World Cup's in India as well, so obviously there's going to be that's going to favour teams like India. Cash says, oh, yeah, Cash, you know what's really funny? I did a video on this. In fact, did we do it, Benny, together?
I'm just saying, all boys club. That's all I'm saying, Cash. All boys club.
All boys club.
They're an all boys club within England setup, 100%.
Oh, yeah, but Broad says Butler is England's best white ball player ever. Do you agree? A bit OTT for me. But no, Benny, I was saying, didn't we do a video on this, or was it me?
No, we didn't do better. We didn't do a video on this. Who would be the best white ball
I did
player?
it. I did this when I first started my channel.
It's Kevin Peterson, 100%.
When I first,
100%. Sorry, gone.
It's all right. When I first started the channel, I did a video on this, and exactly what Benny just said. It's not just Butler, because if you look at his stats in both ODIs and T20s, they're not that amazing. Go and have a look at them. They're not unbelievable. Go and look at KPs. Even Joe Root stats are much better. Owen Morgan.
Really?
Yeah. Owen Morgan, Joe Root, Kevin Peterson. These guys are better players if you look overall stats-wise. We're not talking about ability-wise, because Josh Butler has amazing ability. But if you want to look at who has performed the best in white ball, he's not in the top. He's not top. I'm sorry, he's not. It's just the facts of the matter. Charles says, Red Fly, I agree. I'm going 3-2 England in the T20s and 3-0 India in the ODIs. Wow. Red Fly says, England created the game of cricket and finally won a joint World Cup after 100 years. Congrats. Oh, mate. Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny. That's hilarious. We have England haters in here. I don't mind England. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan. I'm a Pakistan fan, but yeah, I don't really mind. It's quite funny though. That's funny.
I think the rules are a bit unfortunate because they
should have done another super over. Yeah, they should have.
It's just a shame. It was
a stupid rule.
It's so dumb. Like, I know it's like a 1 in 1,000 year. Like this will never happen in a lifetime. It's not going to happen again in a lifetime.
We'll see.
It's not. The chances are it's not. Like to draw the match and then draw the super over. No, it's not happening. They're just like. But the thing is, these administrators are like thinking, yeah, it's never going to happen. Let's go back to. But the logical thing is, do another super over until there's a winner. It's so stupid.
I think they've changed it since. I think.
Or do another super over, 2 new batsmen and 2 new bowler, or 1 new bowler. But like penalty shootouts. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Red Fly says, I'm not an England hater, by the way. I actually like England more than Australia. Yeah, but that doesn't say much, though, I don't think. Red Fly, I feel like you probably hate Australia, too. Red Fly says, Pakistan at least have heart and play to win. As soon as there are tough conditions, the English carry away. I think you're talking about the test series, which is controversial, Red Fly. That's pretty controversial. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Pakistan do have heart, but we're very inconsistent, and our consistency needs to improve. But I think we're in the right direction recently. This is interesting. Comparison after 18 overs, Sri Lanka were 100 for 3, West Indies 100 for 0. So just a difference of 3 wickets, which is a big difference. But runs-wise, they're at a similar position. Red Fly says the Aussies in England and English smashed each other in the 2019 World Cup, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, obviously, it's funny because Pakistan beat the 2 finalists in England and New Zealand, but again, it doesn't mean anything because we end up going out in the group stages. So, just doesn't. Yeah, unfortunately, doesn't mean anything. But Charles says, so true. I completely agree. England have a better talent pool than Australia, but the second they come into foreign territory, they flat out. They need to show at least a bit more fight. Let's see. I think in Test cricket, I can kind of see that. But in white ball cricket, I think they're a different animal. But let's see, because you guys are saying that they're going to get destroyed in the ODI series. I don't think they will, but we'll see. We'll see. I can understand why you might say, well, England won a World Cup in their home conditions, so I get it. I get it. Yeah. Refly says, bro, what I meant is even if Pakistan have a weaker team, they always have a chance to win because they always try to win and don't complain and give up. I don't even think it's a case of like having a weaker team. I just think it's we've got the ability to do it. And like we have the ability to do something special. I think every team tries to win. Every team tries to. I don't think you can say a single team doesn't try to win a cricket match, unless it's match fixed, which you'd hope it isn't. So I get what you're saying, but in terms of complaining, I don't think you see any of the players. If you want to talk about, for example, the pitches in an India series, none of the players really complained. And Charles says, I'm saying about Test cricket only, England are a beast in limited overs. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. 100%. 102 for naught off 19 overs, and West Indies are just cruising here. And Hasaranga 0 for 15 off 3 overs. Last over only went for 2. They need a wicket desperately here, Vinny, don't they?
Yeah, this is another quality partnership from the openers, and it set them up really. And they need 2-3 quick wickets here to get inroads into the middle order. But yeah, it's some quality batting from West Indies.
Yeah,
I've been impressed so far this series. They've been very impressive.
To be honest, in the ODIs, before this series, it was seen as their weakest format.
Yeah, agreed.
The opening pairs have been quite disciplined, and they've batted in a way that's been really impressive. I think it's been calculated aggression. It hasn't been just just silly batting, right? And T20 batting. They've had that blend, which is nice. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for joining. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. And share it as well with friends if you think they'd enjoy it as well. So Tart says, check Wasim Jaffer's tweet. I'll check it out in a second. Sandakan comes in. They're trying to time down with Sandakan and Hasaranga. It just hasn't quite worked. Let's have a look. Wasim Jaffer says, after 25 years of playing professional cricket, time has come to say goodbye. Hey?
I need.
Yeah, go on.
It's all right if I can leave now.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right. See you.
Which tweet is it, Sartak? Let me know. Let me know which one, because there's quite a few that he's got that he's put out. Let me know which one. As Sandakan bowling well. Hilarious stuff. Red Fly says, I think India will win the next T20 by a large margin, and England will win the last 3 matches. Oh, there will be at least 1 super over, I think. Wow, imagine. That'll be good. Cash says, what do you think about Braithwaite for Test captain? Seems to be a strange choice, I guess, in my opinion. Holder has done well to stabilise for a number of years. Holder's done fantastically well to stabilise. There are question marks about his captaincy, like strategic captaincy, etc. It's an interesting one because Jason Holder's done a very good job, but I do think it would help him to be able to concentrate on his performance. And I think he's been captain for like a ridiculous number of years. Like it's quite a long time. It's like 4 years or something ridiculous or more. But I think it's a good move in the sense that Brathwaite. Look, it'll be nice to see Brathwaite get the captaincy, focus on that, and Holder can focus on being a match winner because that's what he is. He's just a beast of a player. So Tart says, no, not that one. He has replied to Mark Waugh. Well, let me know which one it is. West Indies need such performances, says Ajal. Fantastic shot from Shoaib down the ground, but just a single. Sadly, the Calypso tag has been again associated with the team again. They are seen as one-time wonders rather than a serious cricket team. Yeah, and they need more performances like this to make sure that they can get rid of that tag. Consistent performances and string them together to make sure that people don't think that they're just a one-hit wonder or they're, one of those teams that are hot and cold. As well, guys, we've got quite a few people in the chat. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Really does help. Liking it does help, of course, as well. And please do share it with all your mates as well. If you think they'll be interested, why not? Red Flyer says, Darwin has to be one of the worst T20 batsmen I've ever seen in my life. 4 of 12. Even I am better. Yes, and on that note, I'm going to leave 105 for naught of 20 overs. Lewis is 62 off 67, Shea Hope 43 off 53. And dinner is calling me. I may be back on later, probably not. But if not, I will see all of you. Please do join Venus Cricket Catch Up. It's on this channel. There'll be a live stream. Venu will be hosting it, rounding up all the cricket news. They'll be discussing the England-India T20 from yesterday. That'll be a big topic, and all the other cricket news from the week. So please do remember to tune in. Please do remember to get involved. It'll probably be around maybe 5 p.m. UK GMT time. I'll set up the stream beforehand so people are aware of it, and it'll be on this channel. Yeah? As Red Fly says, peace. Please do remember to like this video, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know all this drill. Thank you very much, guys. Have a fantastic evening, or day, or morning even. Okay? And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for Venice Cricket Catch Up. Don't miss it.